Hello bee people. If you remember these two hives, I'm going to talk about them again. It's been long enough. What we did, we went in this one and manipulated the frames coming out of winter, and we took a frame of brood on an old frame. This one, we manipulated the hive, and we took the queen and the old frame of brood and a frame of brood and put it in a 5-frame box. We did treat both with Apogard. We put a tray in each. We didn't do 2 trays like a full treatment. We just used one. I like Apogard for in the beginning of the season. You might have a fungal issue. You might have a little virus. You could have worse, but generally that does the trick. So I guess we'll just start here. I need to put my stuff. We may have to make 2 little videos. We're going to start with this one. And what we had done is, taking the queen, and I told you to wait 5 days to tear down the queen cells to put a virgin in. We've been having some hives go ahead and make older larval queen cells, so I'm going to say to wait 7, and then you can tear them down and put queen cells in. We have done so many of these, I don't even remember. I haven't been in here, so I have no idea what's going on. And if you remember, we pulled the honey up and put it in the 3rd deep. I love running 3 deeps. Where's my tool? Here's my tool. It's windy today, so kind of sucks. We'll see what happens. Oh, no ants. That's nice. And then we still have our winter shim on. And they're looking nice. And remember, always look on the inner lid for your queen. She's not jumping out at me. Our flow's started. It's not in full swing, but they don't need this. This is just sugar for an overwintering purposes. Let me push them down a little bit. I'm not like pushing down on it. I'm just letting the smoke run right across the top. That's all you need. Put this knot in my way. So we put these handles on for our 3rd deep because they're heavy, and this makes it really nice. Well, our little cluster kind of got bigger. You remember, this was a really small hive with a bunch of old frames in it. So we hooked them up with some. These frames were pulled last year. So there it is. They got the nectar coming in and the pollen coming in. This is nice. Looks like the Apogard did the trick. Our little brood pattern looks much better than it did. And this is a frame that's not marked. Remember, we marked our brood frames with a green pin. And they're pulling comb. That's nice. It's not even May yet here in Ohio. So we're going to go ahead and give it the green dot. You got a bunch of queen cups on the bottom. This is just full of pollen, brood, nectar. That's nice. So that apple turned this hive right around. And of course, we got the honey up out of there. We put some nice frames in here for her. You can't really see it, but it has eggs everywhere. Eggs everywhere. And you know, you can see all the little baby bees. They've just hatched out. And she's already back here filling up the cells. I just want to jump all the way to the other side of the brood. See what she's done with this frame. So that goes to show you all these new frames, which really, the comb was pulled last year in honey supers that, hey, girls like new stuff, right? There it is, proof. Because if you go back and watch this, the first video, this hive was, I don't know. If we wouldn't have helped it out, it wouldn't be like this. So here again, just all nectar, some pollen on it. We need new comb. This is a new frame with new foundation. We're going to move it in one. Up next to that frame of brood, we're going to move the pollen frame out. We'll get a green dot. Oh, no, the wrong one. They get a green dot. And we'll just leave that because it's going to be full. So in the past couple of years, we've been trying to do this, trying to rotate new frames into our brood of our hives. You just see what happens. And then I'm going to leave that nectar pollen frame out here, and I'm going to move in a new frame. They're going to get on this right away. So, that is what happens when you manipulate it after winter. Pulled all the honey out of there. We treated it for mites. We gave it some fresh comb for her to lay on. And it's been 2 weeks, I think. Maybe not quite. And she's done laid up 2 frames up here. I'm going to say the bottom's the same way. I don't want to dig down in there. It's pretty windy today. In 2 weeks. That's just an amazing turnaround for a hive that was having trouble. Hey, thanks.